connecting with God at this time, 3 things would be technology, connection with people, and creativity. So first one, technology. I use quite a few different apps that are really helpful just to kind of focus on God and give me a bit of structure and routine in how I talk to God, listen to God. As of today, I actually discovered one called Lectio 365, which I think is going to be massively helpful. It's basically a set of devotions for every day, about 10 minutes each day. It's from the people behind the 24/7 prayer, so people like Pete Gregg. There'll be a verse that's read to you. You can listen to it all and just sit down and think and reflect and pray. They're really good for this moment in time. And actually, as part of that, I'd say things like the YouVersion Bible app are really helpful. You can sign up to a plan, a series of plans that are maybe 3 days, a year, and just able to structure a bit of devotional thought and then reading a passage and then chance to reflect on what God's saying to you through it. And actually more helpful is being able to do that and connect with other people who have the app. So I've been doing that for the last year or so with someone, and it's just so helpful to hear what God's saying to them as well as for yourself, so you pick more out of it. The second thing then, relationships. So it's really important to have people around you. You can't really do life on your own. God's made us to be in relationship with others. I'd say finding people who you really trust, that you can chat to, that you can have as a prayer support network. And that could be a prayer triplet, so having 1 or 2 other people that you can do that with, probably outside of the context of your home or your family, so you have that bit of accountability and you know that you could just quickly send a quick message to someone and they'll be praying for you, even if it's in the snatchy moments or when they really sit down and pray. And just knowing that you can reciprocate that and you've got each other's backs through prayer, and a whole host of encouragement from that. And then my last thing, creativity. So perhaps a little bit more abstract. I think when we first heard about coronavirus and thinking about all the implications that was going to bring, particularly with people having to isolate or just lots of really hard times coming up, I think I just really felt like I needed to look for the light in a lot of things. And being quite a visual person, that is literally looking for light and seeing how the light is in the world, and looking for the kind of the amazing things in the ordinary and seeing how God is in those things. So for me, that might be as I'm going around for a walk in the day, taking a quick picture, seeing where the light falls and just seeing how shadow plays with that, and seeing that actually without shadow, without the darkness, you don't really appreciate the light so much. And being able to look up and see those things can be really encouraging and just gives you hope for the day.
Hi, my name's Tim and I'm doing the Wild Year currently at V53. I'm just going to share a couple of things that are helping to keep me connected with God at the moment. The first of them is getting outside. I find that I connect really well in nature with God, and so Boris has said we can go out once a day, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to make sure that I keep going outside, keep getting a bit of exercise, get the endorphins flowing, but also using that time to connect with God and be really thankful for that. So that's the first thing, getting some exercise. The second thing is something called the Examine. This is a practice where I just, when I feel like it in the day, come into God's presence, say thank you for things that I'm thankful for. They might be good things in the day or just general things that I'm thankful for. Pray about how I am, where I'm at, invite God to speak into my situation, and then look ahead with hope to what comes next. If that's something you've not heard of before, then there's some really great resources by a guy called Dan Wilt, who's part of the Vineyard family, and I'm sure we can link that below. And then thirdly, I'm a creature of habit, and so I just need daily rhythms and routines, and I'm finding it really comforting at the moment that despite all the chaos and the craziness that's going on around us, that each morning I can get up, get out of bed, put a coffee on, and just spend a little bit of quiet time with God. I can pray. I'm currently working through the Psalms. It's nothing major, just 10 minutes or so, but that little rhythm every day is really helpful. So there's 3 things. Firstly, just getting outside, then the Examine, and just the regular rhythms of the day-to-day.
Yeah, just wanted to share some of the ways that I've been connecting with God this week. You know, I've just found that God is just there waiting when we when I've just tried to carve out time. So one of the ways is just been playing a lot of worship music in the background when I'm doing stuff, or we've had some kids worship songs on in the morning. It's just a great way to start our day with some, some truth about who God is, and just bringing a bit of joy, really. I mean, so music does bring joy, doesn't it? So especially worship music is just wonderful for that. So Bethel music, I really love. Zach Williams is great, just really real. And Kari, Jobe, Blessings, I feel like is a real song for this time that we're in, and just to be speaking over us and our families. Another way is journaling. I've just found it really helpful to get my feelings out there at the moment. Whatever they might be, whether it's fear, whether it's joy, whatever it might be, just writing it down to God in a journal. It's just been really therapeutic, and I've felt a lot better after I've done it. Another way is an amazing app that I found a few months ago, actually, called Soul Time. It's a Christian meditation app, and it's just got a couple of minute meditations, or it's got longer ones. It's got kind of bedtime stories, so if you're struggling to settle your mind at night, that's a great thing. It does do like a free 7-day trial, so you could just try it out and see what you think. I'm not on commission, I promise, but yeah, I would really recommend that. That's it, just holding on to Jesus really in this time.